Their safeties very much get involved in the run game, so it's really a different style of defense that we're going to see this week.
Can you talk about your run game so far? Have you been even surprised at the kind of success you've had?
No, I'm not surprised. I think even since last spring, we've been talking about really getting this run game going. I think the maturity of our offensive line and the coming of age, so to speak, of Sierra Wood and Jonas, we're where we need to be. We can certainly get better, but we're making progress.
Ed talked about at the beginning, hey, we need to be more physical. We need to be a much more physical team, probably for a game like this. Can you talk about what you've seen with your offense so far?
Yeah, I think this will be a great test for us to see if we can match the physicality of Michigan State. I know they really pride themselves on being a physical football team, and you know what? Who doesn't? If you play football, you should be a physical team, and our guys are going to really step up to the challenge.
A lot of people talk about the 3rd and 1s and things like that, and checks. It seemed like they were almost guessing the snap count. Is that something you talked to Tommy about? Mix it up a little bit, do something a little bit different.
Yeah, we have all sorts of tactics that the quarterback has at hand to use. But really, it just was a matter of us not executing as well as we can in those situations. Hats off to Michigan. They played very well, throughout the course of the game. But really, we just didn't do our thing as well as we should have in those situations.
Coach, when you look at the confidence of your unit, obviously the fact that you guys are able to produce so much and do what they're doing, how is that something you have to emphasize to your guys to avoid emphasizing maybe the turnovers at times to keep the confidence up?
Yeah, I don't. We haven't really talked too much about their production. I think they can read that themselves. The guys really are so disappointed in turning the ball over and not capitalizing on getting down in the red zone, driving the field, getting the ball in a position where we should be able to punch it in, do whatever we need to do to score, and not holding on to the ball, losing the football. It's heartbreaking to our offense. It's heartbreaking to our football team. So that's really where the emphasis is. Nobody feels very good about where we're at offensively right now. Until we clean up those things and the penalties, no one's going to be very happy.